Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna reinforce the swing set. This going across, there we go, like that, is pretty weak, and this, right here, this arm is weak. So, I'm going to reinforce it onto the swing set right here, and we're gonna make it nice and strong. All right, got some wood already. I got a 4x4. This is a 2x6. That's 4 feet. This is another one that's 4 feet. And then I got two 2x6, 8 feet. So the 8 feet guys, gonna go basically gonna sandwich this. Gonna go all the way across. The 4x4 is gonna go down here, and then these two I'm gonna put across here. So that and this, likely I'm probably just gonna take those off, and then I got upgraded hardware for the whole thing. Alright, so I want to reinforce these two pieces by replacing them. This top piece is held on by these 4 bolts that go right through. I'm just going to leave this board here, and I'm simply just going to take that 2x6, put the 2x6 right on top of it, remove these hardware items, just reinforce that. Okay, so what's happening is these guys up here, you've got a threaded sleeve, and then you got the bolt that threads right into it, but it's heavily corroded, so it's just not turning out of the sleeve, so it's just spinning on both sides. And we've got this Torx, and I don't know what size Torx it is. This is what came with the set when I got it, and they came with a couple of these, but I could only find one. So I'm now stuck with trying to come up with a way that I can keep it from spinning, and that this flathead fits in there pretty good. So I can just take the flathead, stick it right in there, and it'll keep it from spinning. Might have just stripped that. The only bit that I have doesn't lock in, and now it fell on the ground. I gotta find it. There you are. Okay, in a DIY project, there's always that. There's always that one. So this guy just doesn't want to come out on its own. You can see all the way up there. Stripped it. So now I'm gonna have to come up with a way to make this work. Vice grip. They're 3/8 inch thick, but I didn't get them long enough because I just preemptively grabbed the wrong size. So what I need to do is, I'm thinking, what I really should do is just go to the store and get new ones, but I'm going to end up just taking a spade bit. Spade bit, basically the size of the washer. I'm just gonna drive this in maybe like a 1/4 inch. That should give it a little bit more room. So zip, and then we'll try that. Just enough. Gotta get that on. Almost. Very close. I used the other board that was up here for the hole measurements. Turns out to be wrong for this one beneath it. So I have a hole set face, but we'll make that work. And then I got a drill from the other side on over here on the left. This one is not going to work at all. My thought of sinking these in a little bit is not going to work. Well, it's not going to work because I have this extra piece here that I'm just going to leverage. But what that means now is I either run to the store or I just remove this piece of wood. And I'm thinking of just removing it. And on the back side, I just need to undo all 10 of these. 10, 8. Just remove all 8. And then I can put that other piece up. Say the rest of the swing set will fall apart before this does. From my angle, I couldn't tell that these weren't straight, but I don't care. It's up, super secure, and we're good. Okay, so that does it for reinforcing the structure.
Home Depot says Home Depot on it.
If you're seeing this, the board comes out to just a little bit more than 5.5. That's because when you're working with wood, you're dealing with nominal versus actual. So 2 3/4 is half of 5.5. Okay, so while my son digs holes in the ground with the hammer, I've already got the screws laid out. I got nuts, washers. I have 2 that I just simply just drove through just to keep all the holes lined up. Be able to, bud.
I'll just yank them out with it.
Why don't you use this?
I'll use this.
No, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
fingers. You're just gonna smash your fingers. Why don't you stand up and do it?
Oh, that's a great idea, Daddy.
Stand up, come on, stand over here and hit this way. Okay, so now that I got this all fastened up, this is heavy. It's definitely a two-person job to reinstall that. Okay, but anyways, got this bracket here, and this bracket is supposed to mount up against the side, and I'll need to open up these holes a little bit so that this lag would fit, and that's fine. But what I didn't account for was I only got 8 of these, so I'll be able to screw those into here on both sides. There's another one that is on this side, and I still need to fasten this side up to here on this. So I'm not going to be able to finish this project right now until I go back to the store and get some more hardware. And I'll get as much done as I can right now, and we'll just have to continue this for another day. Ouch. Got it. Another part of this that I didn't account for was how long these were. You can see that this goes through more than 2/3. I've already got one going through like that. So as I was drilling the hole for these lugs, what happened was the bit ended up catching on the other side. Kind of have to take my word for it. It's got a little nick right at the tip. Right there. Okay, so I'm officially out of hardware to make this complete tonight. We're gonna have to pick this up after I get the right stuff. Stay tuned. got new hardware, and I figured out what I want to do and how I'm going to handle this. So over on this side, I've got 2 of these. Well, first off, those are too long. Oh, look. Hardware. I need to use shorter ones. I got other screws to go all the way through on the inside, and in order to do that I need to recess them, because those are going to go underneath this plate. At least that's the plan. It's a lot of force on this board and then that board, where it's got such a distance between where they're going to be fastened and here. So I'm going to reinforce that part. We're going to do the same thing down there too. So let's get started. Ooh. Looks pretty good. Let's get the angle grinder, cut that off. We'll do that now.
Smoking!
Yahoo! That's hot, probably gonna start a fire. This guy is what was there. This is what's going in. Now, we're not gonna have any conflict when we're screwing in. I feel like this blade.
That's not a knife.
So that guy, he's gonna be in the way. If you're wondering, that is insanely loud. You can see I've got the whole thing kind of outlined. That's the bracket. So the bracket's gonna fit on like that. I'm gonna be using that 4x4. It's gonna need to be at somewhat of an angle. This should be a 90 degree, this darker line, just because that is got a little bit of a slope. So is this gonna work? It probably, I'll make it work, but that's what I'm going with right now. So cut along this dark line. A little fire. How's that for a saw blade?
That's a knife.
I need to get that 4x4 somehow sandwiched in place right where this is. Oh, money! That's pretty much dead nuts. Got a couple holes to drill, and then should be able to get that all mounted up. It definitely needs that reinforcement. The remaining part of this lower part, just to save weight, I can cut that off. And I could probably do that after I have the rest of this assembled. Where do I go from here? If I've got this is all set, and I need to get it fastened to the beam to then get put up there. I can't do all that myself, so I need to get my buddy and try and piece all this back together. What do you think, guys? That looks pretty good. So I know I did this off camera, only because it ended up getting a little chaotic. This beam is so heavy, and I ended up needing to support it with this stud right here, and I got this up. Turned out okay. I needed to add this just because of the spacing, but that turned out good. Now this ain't going anywhere. This is incredibly strong. And I bet you haven't noticed that I have an issue. It's a pretty big issue. Take a look up here. Look at this. I got so ahead of myself that I didn't even think about the orientation of which the beam needed to be in. It's upside down. So, what I think I can do is save this for another day. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is, this is the plan. Undo this, and then essentially just flip. I don't know if you guys can see that, if I'm pointing at the right spot, but flip this hook to go around. I think that should work, but I'm tired. I was at this longer than I thought it would take. But at the end of the day, it's done. mostly straight. I could probably slide. You can probably slide it a little bit more. Let's try that real quick. No, it's still crooked, but it's not going anywhere. At least it shouldn't be. How does this look? This looks okay. Maybe. Well, my son's not here. I'll have him swing on this, and if I need to make adjustments, then I'll make adjustments. That right there is, for the most part, how you go about reinforcing a swing set. So, I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed watching as I worked. I know I had a lot of fun. Really, it took a lot of just brainstorming. I needed to really think, like, okay, how am I going to do this? And a lot of the stuff was just figured out on the fly. Did you see how big that was? Okay. A lot of the stuff was figured out on the fly. Some of it was also planned. I mean, you saw that the screws. I misjudged the screws. Oh. Might have been a skeeter. It's that time of year, after all. Okay, anyways, the screws, I had the wrong size screws. I was hoping that some of the screws that I had bought I can return. Some of them I can. So, I don't think I have a need for them anymore. Well, let's put it this way. It would be nice to have some of that money back. Okay, anyways, I'm rambling on. This was fun. I hope you guys had fun watching this. I hope that maybe you learned something from this. And try not to make the same mistake that I did. Putting the thing upside down. Make sure to follow my Instagram, IAmBigSteveo, DIY. Make sure to like if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe so you don't miss any other cool DIY things. I got a lot more things coming up. I'm not going to tell you. It's got to be secret. Maybe some Jeep stuff. Maybe some other stuff. We'll see. Stay tuned.